Hi, and welcome back to Decoded. In this video, I'm going to be discussing a book, Taming Silicon Valley, that was written by Gary Marcus. Gary Marcus is a leading voice in artificial intelligence. He is a scientist, best-selling author, and serial entrepreneur. He's founded a company, Robust.ai, and Geometric.ai, which was acquired by Uber. He is well known for his challenges to contemporary AI, anticipating many of the current limitations decades in advance, and for his research in human language development and cognitive neuroscience. Marcus is an emeritus professor of psychology and neuroscience at New York University, and he is the author of 5 books, including The Algebraic Mind, Kludge, The Birth of the Mind, and the New York Times bestseller Guitar Zero. He has often contributed to the New Yorker magazine, Wired, and the New York Times. His most recent book, Rebooting AI, written with Ernest Davis, is on Forbes' 7 must-read books of AI list. In this review, I'm going to dispense with talking about the bad parts of AI, or where the misuses and abuses are. You can see those in some of my other videos or many other places. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick to the 11 prescriptions that Marcus suggests to make social media and AI better, or how to tame Silicon Valley. So let's get started. His first prescription has to do with data rights. Don't let big tech steal your content. If social media companies are going to sell your data to its business users, they need to get your consent. If an AI company is going to use your content to trade its models, they need your consent. If you are an artist or a writer or a musician and an AI company wants to use your work for training, they also need your consent and they need to pay you. Second in the prescriptions is privacy. Social media companies are invading your privacy, and you probably already agreed to it. The problem is these companies hide your consent to your privacy violation inside their overlong service agreements. You deserve an easier to understand user agreement. You also deserve to know who is getting your data and how it is being used. And if your data is being sold, you deserve a portion of that income. Next up is transparency. We should know what data an AI model is trained on, including if any copyrighted material is used. We should be able to determine any sources of biases and whether a model is using some type of reasoning system or is just repeating data it has been trained on. We need to know if the information or art we are receiving is from real people or is it from a deep fake. We need to know how the AI systems we are using are impacting the environment. And if an AI system has exploited cheap labor as part of its training, we should know that. Finally, AI companies should be forthcoming about the risks they foresee in the technology they are developing. Liability. Tech companies have to accept liability for any harm their technology causes. As Marcus puts it, a newspaper can be sued for libel, and that should hold for social media companies and AI companies as well. This is especially true when we know how their algorithms tend to favor content that sows anger and discontent. AI literacy. Education about the uses and abuses of AI need to occur at every level of education, from elementary school through college. The public especially needs to understand how LLMs work so that they know that LLMs are very prone to simple as well as serious mistakes. Independent oversight. This one is simple. We cannot rely on big tech to regulate themselves. They are too caught up in making money and gaining power. We need government to regulate how big tech operates, and we need citizen groups, such as organized groups of scientists, who can provide expertise in overseeing how technology is deployed. Layers of oversight. Just as the drug industry and the airline industry are regulated by several different agencies at different levels of government, AI needs the same type of oversight. Marcus suggests 2 layers. The first layer licenses new AI technology, and the second layer audits AI models as they are being deployed. incentivize good AI. Business regulation and tax codes need to favor developing AI to augment human capabilities and de-incentivize AI that is used to replace workers. The current tax code favors capital investment over labor investment, meaning that companies will use AI to replace workers, and that has to change. Better AI governance. We need a federal agency dedicated to setting rules and guidelines for AI companies. Just as we have the FDA for drugs, the FCC for communications, and the NTSB for transportation, we need a federal agency that is established to monitor AI and social media. International AI governance. Even if we develop robust AI governance in the United States, we cannot count on other countries not to develop aggressive AI systems that can attack us. We need an agency like the United Nations that keeps other countries accountable for the AI they develop. Lastly, a prescription for better AI and social media is research into truly responsible AI. Marcus tells the story of the drunk who only searches for his lost car keys under streetlights because that's where the light is. Marcus says we need better and more streetlights for AI in order to create an AI that is trustworthy. Marcus also states that we need to develop an AI that goes beyond language generation and to include more symbolic AI systems that allow the creation of world and domain models that allow reasoning systems that are more human-like. So in conclusion, this is partly Marcus and partly me, we are not going to stop AI development. Therefore, we must develop a better system of regulating AI and social media. And then finally, the public must stand up to big tech misuse if we want responsible and useful technology going into the future. So as always, thanks for listening, and if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. And finally, thanks to SlidesGo for the template I use in these presentations. See you in the next video.